Hey guys, so I know I said I might not go live, but I am, just because, I don't know, I wanted to get a video out today. I didn't get the penny list out today. I'm sorry. I'll put it out in a community post because I do have the list. I'm not able to like show it on the screen in a live. And if I probably can because there's people that do it, but I don't know how. And then once a few people hop on, gonna show you what I got. Hey Diane. So I got a few pennies today. I had a busy non-stop day today. So hey Jennifer. So hopefully I'll be able to sleep tonight because I've been on the go for like 4 days, and the first 3 nights after being on the prednisone, hey Renee, the first 3 nights after being on the prednisone, I only got like 2 hours sleep a night. Last night, I was able to get like 5 hours of sleep, so I feel like I made some progress. Tonight, I don't feel as like I've been tired every single night, but I don't feel as wide awake tired as I was those other nights. So I think I might be able to get normal sleep tonight, and tomorrow is the last full day that I have before I get my teeth pulled on this side. So hopefully I'm well rested. But okay, my community post that I just posted a while ago, from lack of sleep and went into a full-blown panic, but my husband saved the day and was able to bust open the resin, so I was able to finish my Oogie Boogie tumbler, and I'm excited to share that with you guys. There's a whole bunch of new tumblers that I'm excited to share with you guys in my next epoxy video, which will be coming out, I think, this Sunday. And then I think I'm going to do, I only have one gardening video left. I don't know how long it's going to be because I kind of didn't give the garden the attention it should have gotten this summer, just because I had a million and one other things to do. Hey, Sophie. But yeah, today was extremely busy. It's 2:25 in the morning in the UK, but I'm here. Oh my goodness, why are you awake? Do you have insomnia too? So this morning, I woke up a little before my alarm rang. I woke up at like 6 this morning. My alarm doesn't go off till 6:45, and that's when I have to get my daughter up for school. So I got her on the bus. Then I wake up, or I get my son up at like 8, but I let him sleep in a little bit because we had a long night last night. We went to like this bonfire, and we had fireworks and food, and the kids had a lot of fun. So I let him sleep in till like 8:10. And when I got him up this morning, he was super sluggish and did not want to get up, and I had to kind of like rush him along, have him eat his breakfast, and like hurry him up. So by the time we got out to the bus, thanks so much for sharing my business page, and just a lot going on lately. Aw, you're very welcome. Hey Yamaleth, did I say that correctly? So needless to say, his bus driver, I mean, it's not the bus driver's fault for being not on time every day. I mean, it's the beginning of school. There's a bus driver shortage, and times have been changing like left and right. So, I'm trying to rush him out the door, even though the time on the little thing where it says what time pickup and drop off is, it said 8:37, but I got him outside at it said 8:46. I got him out at 8:41, and the bus was like leaving the stop, So I'm like flagging her down, and she finally stops after like I think she had to think about whether or not she wanted to stop. So I get over there, and I'm like, I'm sorry, thank you for stopping, it's been crazy, kind of thing. And like, no kindness back, just this awful look on her face. And she goes, this is the only time I'm stopping for you. I'm not doing an illegal stop for you anymore. Like, okay. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. She's been rubbing me the wrong way the entire year. I've never had any issues with my kids' bus drivers until this year. And she is just awful, yelling at the kids all the time. Never see her with a smile on her face. Just bad mood. And she lost my son last week. So, it's a long bus ride home. It's like a 40 to 50 minute ride home from school because they have 9 bus drivers and 4 schools. So, it's chaotic. They have 1,000,001 people on each bus, and, he fell asleep. So, my husband goes out there to pick him up from the bus because I was cooking. So I'm like, hey, can you go get Royce? And then he texts me in a panic that nobody can find him and that he's missing. Well, the bus driver, I guess, didn't know who my son was, first of all. Second of all, she got up, didn't check the entire bus, just checked a couple seats and like sat back down and then started calling like other buses and stuff and like, hey, is Royce on your bus? Blah, 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 blah. Called the school, this and that. Got us into like this big panic. We were ready to call the police. And then I come outside because I was in the middle of cooking. My husband was like calling me and texting me. I just assumed he was like asking me where the bus was because the bus is always late. Well, was always really late. So I was like not paying attention to my phone. I was like, oh my gosh, he can wait, whatever. So I finally look at my phone after I'm done like doing my cooking and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God. So I run outside and he's telling me to call the police. I was just about to do it, and then she looks at me and she goes, oh, is your son the one with the red and blue backpack? I'm like, Spider-Man? Yeah. And she was like, oh, I think he's asleep, and didn't hear me. I'm like, you went through all of that and didn't wake up the sleeping kid and ask him what his name was? Not to mention, she wouldn't go back there and wake him up herself. She made me come on the bus, wake him up, and get him off the bus. Which, after the incident today with her being really rude to me about letting my son on the bus because we weren't at the bus stop, actually, like, she could have just stopped going. And I don't know. I'm just annoyed. But I called the school. The lady at the school was like, I was on the other end of that call at that time. She was like, I don't think she handled it correctly. She should have checked the bus entirely before even notifying any other buses and stuff. Then gave me the number to the bus company and said, you should, report her to them too. So I did. She was in agreement with me and was like, she handled that completely wrong. We are actually having a meeting about that because that was very like negligent and unsafe. So, and needless to say, she did not sound surprised that I was making complaints. So I think this bus driver might have a lot of complaints because a lot of the students say that she's very mean. All she does is yell. Like on the second day of school, my son in kindergarten did not have assigned seats on the bus. He sat wherever he wanted. This year they have assigned sections. Well, he was confused about which section to sit in and was standing in the aisle. Instead of saying, nicely like, hey, what's up? You need help? Something nice. She just yells, why are you up? Excuse me? I didn't know she was yelling at my son at first. I was just like, wow, she's a piece of work. Then I hear my son's little voice. I don't know where to sit. I'm like, this lady is not yelling at my son like that. Well, I kind of brushed that incident off because, you know, it was the second day, whatever. She's probably stressed, but it just kept going on. Like, on and on. She gets attitude with my husband and this and that. So today, after I filed the complaints, I pulled him from the bus. And I am now going to be dropping him off and picking him up from school from now on, because I was ready to pull him off the bus this morning after she got attitude with me, but I didn't want to cause a scene. There's other kids on the bus. You know, I didn't want anyone else feeling unsafe with me, you know, blowing up at the bus driver. So I just let it go that morning and then called and let the school know that I will be picking him up today. And then after I called the bus company, I let them know that I am now no longer putting him on the bus as of right now. I mean, I will if they end up getting a different driver. But, yeah. So that was part of my morning. But after that, I went, well, the complaint I didn't make until after I did my penny shopping. So I did some penny shopping. I found a few things. I'm going to show you guys in just a second what I got, and then I'll tell you about the rest of my day. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of comments. Hey, Carmen. And yes, I feel like that lady is in the wrong profession. She's dealing with elementary school kids, kindergarten through 4th. They do not need a drill sergeant. They need someone to treat them with kindness. Not once has she ever said good morning to anybody. She doesn't know anybody's name. Not once does she say bye when the kids get off the bus. She just sits there with this just awful look on her face. Like, oh my goodness. And last year, their bus driver was the most amazing guy ever. He was this sweet old man. Knew my kids' names by day 2. Not to mention, he wasn't their bus driver for the entire year. At the beginning of the year, they kept alternating bus drivers. So the last, I want to say, like 4 or 5 months of school, they had this nice old man bus driver. And by like the second or third day, he knew my kids by name. Every day when they got on the bus, hi Royce, hi Brooklyn. If it was a Monday, how was your weekend? Did you do anything fun? You know, like engaged, be nice. And when they left the bus, bye, have a good evening, see you tomorrow. You know, like a little kindness goes a long way. And I'm upset that he's not their bus driver anymore, because he was amazing. And, you know, with both my kids, if one of them had a doctor's appointment or they were sick and they didn't get on the bus, he was always like, hey, where's Royce? Or hey, where's Brooklyn? Or I'd always let him know and be like, hey, I'm picking Royce up from school today, or I'm picking Brooke, they have a doctor's appointment or something like that. You know, like conversation. I don't know. Like, she just rubbed me completely the wrong way. Hey, Miss Eva. Don't bring your bad mood into work or take it out on people. It's especially not on the kids. Like, she takes her bad mood out on the kids. Like, if she treats them that way and us parents that way when we're standing there, I have to wonder how she talks to them when we're not there. I told both of them, I said, I do not feel comfortable or safe letting my child on the bus anymore with her. Yes, she's definitely a piece of work. You are not having much luck lately with people. I don't know. I haven't had bad luck with too many people, and I just, I knew from the first day, I knew I was going to have a problem with her too, because the minute the kids got on the bus on the very first day, she was like a drill sergeant. Please state your name and what grade you're in, and I will tell you where to sit. Not even hi, hello. It was just like bam, bam, bam. I'm like, these are elementary school kids. Like, why are you talking to them like that? And then after she left, I looked at the another mom that was standing there. I was like, is she for real? She was like, I don't know. And then the second day, after her yelling at my son when she pulled away, I was like, what the heck was that? And she goes, yeah, my kids came home from school yesterday and said they hate the bus driver and that she's really mean. So I'm not the only one. I am not the only one. Oh no, she needs to be fired. Definitely wrong. Yes, yes. And I don't know if she's going to be fired considering there's a bus driver shortage. And, you know, they kept expressing that. And I was like, I know. But they did tell me, like, even though there is a shortage and it's stressful and they have all these runs they have to worry about and things, she was like, she should not behave that way. She was like, she is definitely does not have the right behavior. So I'm thinking she is going to be reprimanded, especially for the incident, the incident of losing my son. So me and my husband both still have like PTSD from that because, oh my goodness, that was like a very scary point in my life because we were gonna have to file a missing child report. So nope. Hey, Melody. Hey, Noah Super Mommy. Just talking about my day and my son's crazy bus driver, which is not going to be driving him anymore because I am now dropping him off and picking him up from school from now on. I just feel safer doing that with him. Some people bring the home problems to work. Yeah, that's not good. Hey, Angie. Hey, Betsy. Sounds like it's her permanent mood. Yes. Not once has she ever, like, cracked a smile or anything. Just off. And I've tried to have, like, a fun, you know, conversation with her and stuff to try to lighten the mood. Nope. She didn't want it. She should let kids be kids. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to try to sleep, but I will drop you a message tomorrow once I have unmolded my... Awesome! Thank you. Me and my husband bring my son back and forth to school. He starts Thursday. We only live a couple blocks from his school, so it will be good that way. I know he'll get there safe and home safe. Yes. I live right down the street. I don't even think it's a block away. So... like, if there wasn't a busy street, like, there's a huge intersection between my neighborhood and where the school is. So, I would not try to cross that. But, I mean, if that wasn't there, we'd be able to walk to school. That's how close he is. So, it's no issue for me. And I don't have a normal 9-to-5 job. I'm a stay-at-home mom who works out of my house. So, I definitely have the time to drop him off and pick him up. It was easier to send him on the bus and send Brooklyn on the bus and stuff every year just because the pickup line and drop off line, you're waiting there for a while. If you don't get there early, you're waiting in a huge line, and if you get there early, you're waiting until school opens and lets out. So it was in the 90s today. I was dying in the car waiting, but it was completely worth it to not have to deal with that bus driver again. So I can sacrifice for my children because I don't trust her. I don't trust her at all. Sometimes we'll walk. Oh, I'm glad my kids and my grandson never had to take the bus. Yeah, mine don't have to. Like, I can take them. It's just... it's easier to just send them on the bus. And my other kids' bus drivers are nice. They don't have any issues with them. My daughter's bus driver waves at me every time she stops at the bus stop. Like, there's no, like, crazy interaction. Like, hey, hello. But she waves. And I'm like, that's all I ask for. A little bit of kindness. Not somebody that pulls up and is like... every time she pulls up. And then has something snotty to say every time I open my mouth. Not to mention, I have never once been rude to this lady. I've never said anything rude to her. Even when she's rude to me, I have never said anything back. I did not even say anything back to her when she was rude to me this morning. I stood there like flabbergasted. I looked at her like, are you for real? And muttered something under my breath after she already like pulled away. But like, testing my patience. Sometimes we'll walk him there if the weather is decent. I have worked with people like that. It is not a good way to be. They're so miserable and they're horrible. Yes. Stay-at-home mom and dad here, so it's super nice in case he gets sick or appointments. Our son is autistic and husband is too, so it works out. Aw. That is really nice. Like, it's nice to be able to pick up my kids when they're sick and stay with them and stuff and not have to, like, call into work and be like... I can't tell you how many people I know that have lost their jobs just because they had to go pick their children up from school because they were sick. Like we control our children getting sick, you know? Like, why are you firing me over something like that? I don't know. Just rubs me the wrong way too. Oh yeah, I wait about an hour and a half picking up my grandson. Oh my goodness. I waited. Okay, so I actually went to the school early today because I dropped off his updated birth certificate because we changed his last name to ours. Long story. So as soon as we got that in the mail today, I was like, I'm running that right over. So I ran that over and then went straight to the pickup line. I got to the pickup line, I want to say like 20 after. No. 10 after. Maybe 15 after. But I was waiting for a good like 25 minutes in the line. But I was pretty close to the front. They called him out. He was like the 6th or 7th kid out. So I usually watch yours and Melissa's videos. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what I got penny shopping today. And then tell you about the rest of my day. So, I didn't find much. I only went to 2 stores because my mom came over today. But, I got... I wonder how this tastes. This is 7 Superfruits from Concentrate. Good and Smart juice. 100% juice. It's got black cherry, strawberry, sour cherry, pomegranate, grape, black carrot. What is a black carrot? I've never heard of that. And black mulberry. And let's see. And it doesn't expire until July of 2024. So I'm wondering if I could like use this in smoothies. That might be good. I can use it with my protein powder that I got, the vanilla stuff. Then I had been waiting for these to penny because I've had them before and they're really good. These are the Captain Crunch Berry Tastic Pancake Mix. And all you have to do is add water. No eggs, no butter, none of that. Just water. And they're really good. I love Captain Crunch. Although I would never use this syrup. They suggest Ocean Blue. Oh, never mind. It's maple syrup. It's just dyed blue. I thought it was like blue raspberry. And I'm like, ugh. This one time for my son's first birthday, I needed blue icing because we did a, what was it called? Officially One or something like that. But it was like a fish themed, like a fishing themed birthday party. So, I did a fish cake and I needed water and we did like these cute little, goldfish looking things on top of it. And I think I went to Dollar Tree to get the icing and the only blue icing they had was blue raspberry. And I'm like, I like blue raspberry. That can't be that bad. It was the worst icing I've ever tasted in my entire life. Don't recommend it. Don't buy it. So yeah, the cake and cupcakes weren't the greatest, but my son liked it and that's all that mattered. But I will never buy that again. But anyways, So I got 2 boxes of the pancake mix. Oh, they're expired. But they're non-perishable. So how long? They expired June 3rd. So like 2 months ago. All you date-savvy people, how long can you eat something that is non-perishable after its Best By date? Because it says Best By. It doesn't say expired by. So would these still be like good to eat, or are they gonna taste like stale and nasty? And then last, I got some Smucker's strawberry jam. I love this stuff. I love the strawberry jam that has like the strawberry pieces in it. It's like real jam. Oh my god, it's so good. And it's a 32-ounce jar of it. So I'm going to be making some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches this week. Especially since I need to eat soft things with getting my teeth pulled on Thursday. But yeah, so that's all that I got penny shopping today. Then when I got home, like I said, I called the school and the bus company. Then my mom came over right after I got off the phone with them. But before we went anywhere, I packaged an order up, and then we both went to the post office and I shipped off 4 packages today. And then we went to Staples where I was going to order business cards so that I can hand them out at the block party that I'm going to be setting up at. And so I can give some to my mom because I'm making tumblers for a raffle for her. She does this thing called Walk for Hearing. Because she has hearing loss in one of her ears, and it's a whole like hearing loss association thing where they do these walks and stuff and fundraisers and everything. So I'm making 2 tumblers for that. So she's going to hand out business cards there. And if I set up anywhere else, I can hand my business cards out just to get word of mouth. Like, I'm getting a lot of word of mouth through Facebook right now, and my business is taking off. But if I can get word of mouth like everywhere, I definitely want to grow this business and turn it into a career. So my goal is to get at least 2 more cup turners and have 5 going at one time, and just expand things. So my goal by like this time next year is to start making a decent income so that I can start paying some bills, and so that I can start making car payments because I need a new car. So hopefully I'll be able to purchase a car next year by this time. Hey, Kelly. But yeah, so I went to Staples, and she said it's easier to order them online, and I asked if they ship, and she said yes. So she gave me like the exact website to go to order them. So I'm going to do that probably tomorrow. Just so I have business cards to hand out. Then we went to the Dollar Zone, which is next door to Staples, and it's like the little dollar store there, but it's more like a dollar plus store because they have more things that are over $1.25, but their minimum price is like $1.25. So I did some shopping there, and I will be doing a little haul with that. And when we left there, we went to the mall because we were right down the street from the mall. We just did a little window. Actually, no. When we went into the mall, we went up to the bathroom, and then upstairs is the food court. So we got hungry smelling all the food. So we actually stopped and had some Chinese food. And then we went down and did a little, like, just looking around. My mom actually got the battery in her watch changed while we were there, but we did a lot of like window shopping and stuff. And then after that, we went to the Boscov's outlet because my mom wanted a new couch set for her living room because the couches she has now does not match the theme of her living room now that she painted it. So she wanted a new, and she doesn't like the couches because the cushions, like, they're not attached, so they like fall all the time, especially when the cat lays on them. So I told her that the Boscov's outlet near me has some really cheap couches and stuff. So we went there, and she actually got this really nice couch with throw pillows on it and everything, and then the matching, it wasn't quite a love seat, they call it like a chair and a half or something, but it's a little bit tinier than a love seat. But she got each of those for $500 each, so she only paid $1,000 for 2 brand new couches. So I feel like that was a good deal. And then obviously tax and the delivery fee, it came out to like just under like $1,200. So I feel like she made out on that. And while I was there, I did a little bit of shopping, so that'll be in one of my haul videos. And then we went home. I went home. And then I had to pick Royce up from school. And then after school, we went to the grocery store to get stuff for dinner, and then snacks and stuff, and just stuff for the house, desserts and whatnot. And then when we got home, I cooked dinner. Then I worked on my tumblers that I needed to work on. So today, I showed the milkshake cup to Kelvin, and he was like, oh, damn. He was left speechless. Oh, so my next cup, similar to the milkshake cup that I want to do, is a Starbucks cup. I've got the spray paint to do like the coffee colored. And then I want to do like caramel dripping from the rim down and put a really cute like Starbucks logo on it. And then the lid topper, I want to do a removable lid topper for these whipped cream toppers now, just to make it easier for like cleaning purposes and stuff. So I found kind of an easier method that I saw someone do. So what they do is they make the clear coaster thing that goes like as the removable topper, but instead of like putting the spackle right onto the coaster, what she did was put it on her like mat, her what's it called, silicone mat, and just piped it out, let it dry, then coated it with resin, and then glued it. I don't remember if she hot glued it or E6000'd it to the lid, the removable lid topper, and then sealed it with another layer of UV resin like around the bottom, just so that it doesn't come back, like so that it doesn't like pop off. But I feel like that is a much easier method than what I was doing, because I felt like I kept having to go over spots and this and that. So if I can like do it that way, it's going to be a lot easier. So, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to do the Starbucks one. But right now I'm working on, so I just finished up Pam's cup, which is like Renee's cup, but instead of it being that solid like aqua blue color, she wanted it glittery. And I said, hey, I can do gold glitter on the bottom and the blue like aqua glitter on the top and make it like sand and water. And she was like, oh, I love that idea. So we did it. So I did it like that. And I added a few little different things because I know she loves crabs. So I added some crabs into the sand, then added some shells into the sand, added some starfish into the sand, put the sea turtle at the top, some seahorses, and some starfish. And I love how it came out. It's really cute. So I put the stickers on today, the vinyls on today, and then did the final layer of epoxy. I might have to do one more coat because it was a big cup and it had a lot of glitter, so it might be a tiny bit gritty. So I'll probably have to do one more coat, and then that one will be done. And I started on a Jurassic Park one for a little boy, a little 3-year-old. I'm excited. I spray painted it yellow yesterday, and today I put on the epoxy, the first layer of epoxy. So tomorrow I will put the vinyls on that, and then the final layer. And then today, yesterday I'd already spray painted what's it called? I'm doing an Oogie Boogie cup. So I actually used 3 spray paints. So I spray painted it this deep blue, and then I took black and I like held it like farther away and just kind of like did little sprays like here and there to kind of cover the blue a little bit, but not completely, so that the blue still shines through, and then it's like blue and black. And then I took white and sprayed it like really far away so that it only made these like little splashes on it like stars. So I tried to make like a night sky kind of thing. And then when I put the layer of epoxy on, I added some holographic glitter to it. And oh my God, it looks so cool. I love Oogie Boogie. Me too. Me and my son are obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas. And so today I was looking for like a really good Oogie Boogie green. And I couldn't find one at first. And then I discovered, I was like, oh my gosh, the green that I used for the turtles on those Under the Sea cups is perfect. It's shiny. It's like blingy. It looked so neat. And I cut them out and put them on. So on the front, it's got Oogie Boogie with some bats like around him. And then like in like a kind of like a half circle, it says, I am the, what is it? I am the shadow over the moon at night, or something like that. And then on the back, I wrote it out myself because I couldn't find a good like quote SVG for it. So I just wrote it myself and then added some bats to it as well. And it's the second part to that quote about being in your dreams give you such a fright. I don't know. I'm blanking on the words, but I think it turned out really cute. So today I put the last layer on that, and that's when the whole fiasco happened with my resin. So I poured all 3 cups for all 3 tumblers of part A. Then I started pouring in the B. And so I don't have pumps on these ones because they're bottles. They're the little 16-ounce bottles like this size. So I have to pour them, and in order to get it to stop pouring when I need it, I like quick shove the cap back on and then twist it back on and put it down. Oh no, I don't even twist it back on at that point. I just shove the cap back on, put it down, and go to the next one and stuff like that. So I get to the second one, put the cap back on quickly. Then I go to do the third one, and I can't get the lid off. The child safety lock broke. So it broke to the point where it was still locked inside of the bottle. And the whole, like, it just kept clicking. It just kept clicking. Like, it wouldn't let me, like, unscrew it. So I thought I was like getting it off because I was like tugging at it, and I ended up pulling just the twisty part off, and this whole big thing was still stuck inside the bottle. And I was like, oh my gosh. And instead of like immediately being like, hey babe, can you help me get this off, like a rational person, because of my lack of sleep, I'm just in a full-blown panic. And I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? Oh my God. So I'm sitting there like trying to rip the thing open, and I'm like panicking and freaking out. And that's when I emailed the company, and I was like, I can't get your bottle open. I was like, I'm really upset. I was like, I really hope you can help me out. Maybe send me some samples so I can get through, because I did order the gallons and I'm just waiting for them to get here, but I have orders to fill. And I was like panicking. So when they finally email me back, I'm going to tell them I got it open and that they don't have to send me anything. But I was like really upset because I was like, I paid $30 for this resin and I can't use the rest. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was in a meltdown mode. And then I wrote that post, that community post. But then like 5 minutes later, I was like, my husband saved the day. Because he heard me talking about it. He was like, why didn't you just ask me to open it? And I was like, I don't know. I don't even know. So he went down there and got it open and then just ended up just putting a cup over top the lid so that no dust and grossness gets in it because it's not going to dry up. Resin doesn't dry unless it's mixed. So there's no issues about that. It's just I don't want to get any dust and dirt and flying glitter or anything in those bottles because I do still want to use the rest of them before I break open the gallons, which I do have the gallons ordered. I do need to order pumps. They don't come with pumps, so I do need to order pumps from Amazon. So that's my next purchase. But yeah, so after that, I ended up just doing my cleaning for the night, getting my kids to bed, and then after I got Royce to bed, I went downstairs and finished the Oogie Boogie tumbler. So I got the last layer of epoxy on that one. So that one should be done by tomorrow. I'm not sure if I want to leave it at that or if I want to add, I'm kind of like on the fence about, I want to buy, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I think they sell them at Dollar Tree. They're these like plastic dice, but they're hollow and they're bigger than regular dice. They're like that big. But I remember my son having like a bright green one. So I kind of want to look for two like bright green, the hollow plastic dice and stick them on the lid, but in a spot where I don't have to take off the what do you call it? The sealer for the lid where like you can close and open it. Because for my lid toppers, I have to take that piece off because it's not functional after, you know, gluing a whole bunch of stuff to it. So I kind of want to put it in a spot on the lid where I don't have to take that off because that would be super convenient. But just to add a little like extra, because he, you know, he has those dice in the movie, if you're familiar with Nightmare Before Christmas. And I just thought it would be a cute addition to add to that. So, yeah, I wanted to do that. But then tomorrow, I need to start on another tumbler, which is another Under the Sea tumbler. Hey, Michelle. Hey, I'm starting on your tumbler soon. Just letting you know. I have to find the pictures to download for it, but I'm excited to get to that one. But yeah, so I'm starting on that one, and then I'm starting on Michelle's tumbler, which is a Indigenous Women Awareness tumbler, which I'm really excited. Thank you. I'm really excited to do that one. The picture is like beautiful. So that one's going to look really cute. And I don't want to spoil the surprise of the one I just finished last night because it's really cool and I want you guys to like watch the full effect of it in the video. But I think I'll let you guys know. Hey Turtle, it's a fireball tumbler. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say any details about it, but it turned out bomb and my customer is super excited and happy with it, and I shared it in a couple groups and I got so many responses on it, and then someone messaged me this morning asking if I could make them one. So, and she also wants to buy my hunting wood grade one that says show me your rack. So I'm excited about that. So if she purchases that one, I'm kind of thinking that the ones that I make, like that I come up that are my ideas, when people purchase them, I may make like another one because I want to sell some of those at my, I want to display some of those at my block party that I'm going to. So that's why I've been making a lot of random tumblers as well, because I do want some stock to show them what I can do. Like, even if they don't see something exactly what they want there, that they'll still be able to, you know, place an order through me and be like, hey, you do custom tumblers, they look really cool, this is what I want, kind of deal. And I have gotten a couple of those orders, like too, like the Fireball tumbler. She had seen the Jack Daniels one and it was like, hey, can you make one like that but Fireball? And I was like, sure thing. So yeah, I gotta go doctor's appointment tomorrow with ultrasound, mammogram. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry you have to go through all that, but good night, good luck tomorrow. I hope it's all good news. Oh my gosh. I've got a bug bite and it's really itchy. But yeah, and then I've also been working on just random epoxy creations too. Today, I busted out my ring mold, and it's not like the regular round ring mold. It's the ones that, like, they come up with like this like rectangle at the top, and you can put like cool things in it with like clear resin. So what I did is I filled it like halfway with clear resin, and then I put dried flowers, but not the pressed flowers. They're actually like they have dimension to them. So and they're all different, like beautiful colors, so vibrant. I put them in there, and then I filled the rest of the way up with clear, so that the top of it has these like pretty flower. Oh my god, it was so pretty. And then I put some clear resin in my little mini skull mold, put some flowers in it, and it looks really cute. I'm turning that into a keychain. And then a few days ago, I made this little baby dinosaur. So it's this like dinosaur egg kit. So it comes with like, it's like this big, this little egg mold. And then the dinosaur is like even smaller. And it's a little baby Tyrannosaurus Rex. And it comes in 2 pieces. And then when you demold it, you glue them together. And then you stick them into the egg with clear resin. So I have to do that part next, but I'm thinking of turning that into a keychain. I think that's going to look really cute. Hey, Jenny. There's a couple other things that I was making too. I forget what it was. Just little like keychains, and like I want to start on like, I know it's early, but I want to start on some like Christmas things soon. I've been working on a lot of Halloween stuff. I do want to start on shirts soon though. Halloween shirts specifically. I downloaded, like, not downloaded, I saved a whole bunch of like super cute sayings for shirts and stuff, and oh my gosh, I'm excited to get started on that. And I do have a shirt order that I need to get done as well. I have a lot of orders, you guys. I have like 8 or 9 orders right now, maybe 10. I got more orders this morning, and it's crazy. It's a lot of work. It's a little bit stressful, but at the same time, I feel so productive. Like, you have no idea how long I went through my life as a mom, just being like, I'm only a mom. Like, I don't have any other job. I don't have any other purpose. I'm just a mom. And now that I, like, am becoming, like, somewhat successful in what I do right now, I feel like I finally have another purpose other than just being mom, you know? And it feels good. Even though it can be challenging. But you know what? I have to admit, the really, really challenging projects I take on are the most rewarding when I get the results. You know? Like, I've been trying to just push the envelope on things lately. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this for the first time. It may not work. It may not come out nice. But either way, I tried. And when it comes out successful, it's just all that more rewarding. So I've been having a lot of fun. It's always a good feeling when you're feeling productive. I get it. Yes, yes, yes. I have not felt productive in a long time. Like, I felt productive being a mom, but not in much else. Hey, boo. And you guys, I really hope that I'm not getting another cold, because my nose has been stuffy since last night. And this happened to me the last time I got this tooth pulled. I had a cold when I got it pulled, so I really hope that I don't have a cold when I get this time, because that was not fun. Being sore and just uncomfortable with having your teeth pulled and then having a cold on top of it was just, it was awful. But it might be from lack of sleep, honestly. And I think, fingers crossed, I think I'm going to be able to get a good night's sleep tonight. I hope. Because I only had 4 prednisone this morning instead of 6. Yesterday I had 5, and I was able to get like 5 hours of sleep. So, yeah. I think my insomnia is finally coming to an end. Hey, did you guys all have a nice Labor Day? I forget what we did on Sunday. Because I know I went live on Saturday, and I told you guys about the hamburger festival that we went to. But then we did something on Sunday. Oh, we went to my mother-in-law's for swimming. And I got to meet my new baby niece for the first time, and it was awesome. I got to hold her for like a couple hours, and I was just in heaven. I don't want any more children of my own, but I miss holding babies. I miss it. I miss my kids being little. At the same time, though, I'm glad they're not, because babies are a lot of work, and I don't have time for that anymore. But it's nice to be able to hold them and then give them back to their mom and be like, here you go, I'm done. But she's the cutest little thing. We went swimming for the last day of the season on Labor Day and washed clothes. Nice. My kids I didn't go in the pool, but my kids swam the entire day and they had a lot of fun. I love hearing those crickets in the background. Yeah, they're literally, the window's literally like right there, and I think it's open at one spot. But yeah, you can definitely hear a lot of outside noise in a camper, so me too with the crickets. There's times where crickets are soothing and nice to hear, but then there's times where, okay, I have a story. We had a cricket in our house one day. I could not find it. Could not find it. Was trying to sleep, and I kept hearing the cricket. And this was around the time when I had Royce. So I had a C-section. And it was hard for me to get my bed, my mattress is on the floor. I don't have a bed frame or any of that. So it was very hard for me to get in and out of bed. So I slept on the couch until I healed up. So I was already sleep deprived and exhausted, having a newborn. I was in pain. And it was in the kitchen somewhere. In the living room where the couch is, was right next to the kitchen. And this cricket, just loud as can be, just kept chirping. Every time I went to the kitchen to try and find it, it would stop. And it was annoying and painful to have to get up every time to try to find it, to get it out of the house, because I was like, I cannot sleep with that cricket. But no, I had no luck that night, and yeah, that was my cricket story. What time is it, you guys? Although we're all in probably different. 10:18. Okay. It's not too late. I don't want to stay up too much later because I have to get up at 6:45 to get my daughter up for school. And tomorrow is the first day that I do drop off for my son. So that should be interesting. And before I go to bed, I have to remember I have to fill out the pick up and drop off form. And I have to sign a form for my son's IEP. I have a meeting with her on the 27th. Back to school conferences for my son too. I get it on the IEP thing. My son has to do that too. Yeah, my son has had an IEP since he was 4 because his speech wasn't where it was supposed to be, like for his age. And we were getting kind of concerned because when he was 3 and then turned 4, he was speaking in like broken sentences, not really like talking like he should be, and a lot of the things he said you couldn't really understand what he was saying. So he has improved so much having this speech therapist, so it's been doing a lot. Like, I don't even know if he really needs an IEP after this year. So, but I did talk to her this morning. She was actually, I think it was his IEP. There was a lady outside at the bus drop off or the bus pickup, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I met with your son this morning," and stuff like that. And I think she said something about speech. So that was kind of neat to get to talk to her. And my battery life is at 20%, just letting you guys know. I did not do this live on a full battery. It is so hot outside, you guys. We are in another heat wave. It has been in the 90s all week, and I'm dying. It was, before the heat wave, it was getting so cool, even cold at night and in the mornings, where I had to like put on sweatpants and a hoodie. It's 10 something and it is still hot as can be outside, and I don't like it. But my mom did mention, because I said to my mom today, I was like, are hot flashes a sign of early menopause? Because I have I've had hot flashes like increase for the past like year or so. But this week, they have just been awful. I've been waking up just drenched in sweat and this and that. And I was telling her about that. And then I'd mentioned something about the prednisone. And she was like, "Oh, yeah, just letting you know that hot flashes are a side effect of prednisone." And I'm like, "Oh, great." So that's why I think I've been overly... And it doesn't help that we're in a heat wave, so... Maybe the cricket was trying to help to make you relax. He's just a cricket. Didn't know better. Oh my goodness. There's one loud cricket right now. Can you guys hear him? That's what it sounded like in my kitchen, but like 5 times louder. I love the heat. Here is cold, raining these past few days. I can't let go of the summer. Not yet. See, I love the heat too, but when it gets this hot, it's a little much. especially because my air conditioner doesn't work right now, so it gets super hot in my room. But yeah, I'm like sweaty and sticky right now. I feel gross. I might take a shower before I go to bed, just because I feel icky. But yeah, I don't like letting go of summer either. I hate the winter, to be honest. I hate it. I don't like being cold. Winter sucks. Yes, yes, especially when it snows. But we need snow because my husband plows when he's not landscaping, so. It's like 10:30. Okay, it's almost 10:30, you guys. So I am going to get off here because I need to get to bed. And I have a couple forms that I need to fill out for my son for school. But hey Jess, but I will see you guys. My next live will probably be Saturday. So I will chit chat with you guys. Girl, same. I'm gonna read before I go to sleep. I'll probably be playing a little bit of games on my phone before I actually go to sleep, but yeah, so I will be back live on Saturday, like I normally do. I've decided to just do Saturdays are going to be my live days. Even if I do my couponing and put out a video, I'm still going to do live Saturday nights. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. It will be at nighttime, so probably like around maybe 8 or 9, 9:30 maybe. Just keep an eye out when it gets kind of late. And yeah, I will see you all on Saturday. Bye.